Now, the cause and effect arrows are an important component of the strategy model. In fact, one of the most important components of it, and often misunderstood. Now, the way that the arrows work are obviously an explanation of the relationship between strategic objectives and the overall success. The only exception to this is on the enablers. Let's take a look. This is the strategy map for BAE Systems submarine business unit. These are the people in the north of England that produce the nuclear attack submarines, and they actually manufactured our Canadian submarines, the diesel ones, which Department of National Defense is using. Now, you can see that overall their goal is to increase long-term shareholder value. And they're suggesting there's three things they need to do. One is make sure that their organization presents predictable financial performance, that they develop themselves to become a valued national capability. The capability of building submarines was lost in the United Kingdom for some years. And then finally, they got to make sure that the orders they take can be profitable, that they price them correctly. How do they build that national valued capability? Well, there are three things they need to do. Make sure that they're on time, on budget with their deliveries. Build better relationships with the Navy and the Department of National Defense, and also make sure that they're cost effective in their solutions. Now, some of these objectives, like C4, cost-effective solutions, will influence their ability to be a national capability and also the profitability of their orders. No different than the on-time, on-budget is going to impact both the national capability and the predictable financial performance if they can avoid the penalties and so forth. So the arrows clearly explain how the strategic objectives link with each other to create overall success. The enablers, though, support everything that's above them. In fact, we often make the enablers' perspective gray to remind you of the foundations of a building. The foundations of a building don't support any one room. They support the entire building. So the foundational elements typically are things like the culture, the competencies, in this case, the strategic assets of how they're organized to develop and deliver products. Again, the culture, and over here, the integration of their systems and processes talks about strategic assets. And these arrows indicate that they support everything. The ability to have capable and committed people working together are going to support their relationships, deliver against integrated plans, offering cost-effective solutions, everything that's above them. And in their case, they've also added in their core pillars of their quality campaign, which is about safety, quality, cost, delivery, and people, down the bottom, as they feel those are also foundational in supporting the overall organization. So you see, the strategy map has to tell the story and explain the relationship between these strategic objectives.